Hi, so this video is about how we do orders for AliExpress. So the first thing you need to understand about orders from AliExpress is that it is completely different from Amazon because it's much less reliable. We cannot trust AliExpress. It's much harder to return items. It's much harder to speak with them about cases, about items that didn't deliver as needed. We really need to rely on the tracking numbers. We cannot work like we work with Amazon. They really don't care about us, so we just need to be as safe as we can and check everything 10 times to see that we don't do mistakes. Because if we ordered wrong item to the customer, so it's our problem. It's not easy to return. Most of the times we cannot just return if it is really our mistake. But we will see this on the return and cases part. So first of all, just want to show how we do the orders. So the orders are here, of course, as all orders. You just need to find those orders which are from AliExpress. So you can do this with few things. If it's not from Amazon, it's from Banggood or from AliExpress. But also you can find them here on the DSM tool, which is the monitor which we use for AliExpress. And then if you go to the sales and orders, you can see all the orders which are from AliExpress. Okay, so all of those orders will be here, and then you can just see which of them you need. So this one is not AliExpress. I know this one it is. How I know? Because it is here, and it's also I can find it here. You can also just search the name, and it will find it. It works for both sides. You can just search it here maybe, and then it will find it here. And then we need to understand which item we can order and which item we cannot order and need to find in other place or need to cancel and so on. So the first thing we just go to giving assistant. This is our cashback site for AliExpress. So we just search for AliExpress, shop now, and then we can continue and do the orders. So we'll just enter to the first item and see if everything is okay with this. So it's really important to just check that the item is completely the same, that this is what the buyer wanted to buy, that it's not some fake thing, or maybe it's only the case and not the entire item, or maybe just other company or other model or other size or other color. Okay, we need to make sure that what we have listed here on eBay, it's really completely the same item. So what I suggest is to split the screens and really just to make sure it's really the same item. So you can just enter to the item and see that first of all the title match, because the description we really take from AliExpress one by one, but the title can be really misleading and we can have a lot of problems. So see if it's really the same. I can see here that it's two, so okay, here also I see it's two. 3D printer. Okay, really look on every word, see what it says. Maybe different color, maybe it's different size, maybe it's from different device. A lot of mistakes that can be. So just be really careful and check that everything is fine. After you make sure, you can also go to the description. Also, this is the template of AliExpress. So if you see this big cell, you know it's from AliExpress for sure. See that the description is the same, sizes, weights, colors, everything that you can check that can be misleading. And then after you show this is really this item, it goes like this. You just need to buy now. Okay, before this, of course, before this, you need to choose the correct size or the correct color. Okay, so a lot of times we don't know this because there are a lot of options and we didn't mention this on our item. So like here, I don't really know which size we sell. and it's okay because we upload, we don't really look on this. And there are options for 4 colors. I see, you see it's red, black, and silver. So here I just sell 4 colors. I didn't mention which color I sell, and also the sizes. So the easiest thing to do is just to ask the buyer what he prefer, which size, which color. This is the easy thing. I can see on the picture that this is the red color. Okay, so it's easy for me because I see that I sell the red color. But then I can just ask the buyer what he prefer, the 1.75 millimeter or the 3 millimeter. I can see that the price is the same, so either of them is okay for me. But I also need to check the shipping. Okay, so how I know what the shipping cost? It really depends on the country of the buyer. So this buyer bought from BE. I don't really know what is BE, so I can just go to the sell record, and then I see that BE is Belgium. And then I go here, find Belgium. It's alphabetical. Okay, so Belgium, US dollar. Okay. And then I can see that this is free shipping. Okay. So the total cost of the item will be really 44. And I can see that also the 3 and the 175 are the same price. So this is the total price, include shipping. Always look here on the total price after it shows all the things that you need to choose. And then you also need to check the amount of days for delivery. So this is okay. The amount of days should be less than 45 days. It may be changed. If it will be different, I will tell you, but we start with less than 45 days. And we must check that we have tracking information available. It's really important. We must available tracking information. It's okay if we don't have tracking information or that the delivery days is more than 45 days. If this is cheap item is less than $30. So again, if the item is cheaper than $30, it's okay if we don't have tracking number or if the amount of days are more than 45 days. But if the item costs more than 30, so we must have available tracking number, as you can see here, and the estimated delivery time less than 45 days. And then I see it's okay here. So it will cost me 44.99, so $45. I can see that the buyer paid me, always look on this page, he paid me 64. And then I just need to see if I have enough profit. So for AliExpress and also from Bedgood, enough profit means it's really different from Amazon. So for any item cost less than $50, 50. So any profit is good. Even $1 will be okay for me because I don't want to do a lot of cancellations. But for items cost more than 50, and always when I say 50, it's approximately. Okay, it can be 55. When I say $30, it can be 32. Okay, it's really approximately. It really depends on the item. But for orders for items cost more than $50, we need this to be 7% profit at least. Okay, and of course it's approximately. So let's say for $100 order, I want at least $7. Okay, if it will be $6.50, it's okay. Even if it will be $6, it will be okay. So approximately okay, but I don't want $2 profit on $100 order, or I don't want $5 profit on $300 order. Why? Because those orders are a big let's say danger for us. It's a big risk. Okay, we can because we lose money, a lot of returns that we cannot complete, a lot of cases that we cannot give tracking away, so we lose money. But we need a big enough profit to be able to survive on this market. So this item costs less than 50, so really any profit will be good here. How you can know the profit? You can or you can just enter this to the table. So if this is one item, you get paid for this 64.97 and it costs 44.99. So we have $10 profit, which is amazing. Okay, you can also calculate this by ends. Okay, it was 0. 8645 we take for AliExpress because of all the commissions. We don't have taxes or stuff like this, so just a second. So you don't need to look on taxes. And then, okay, we have profit, so we can order the item. So this item, for example, I will not order because we need to ask the buyer if he wants the 175 order free. But this is what everything that we need to check when we look if we can order this item. By the way, of course, if the shipping costs money, so we also need to see the shipping cost for this country and calculate this in the price. Okay, so if it's $5 shipping, so it will be here, of course, 49.99. Okay, it will be less profit, but still good, for example. So let's go to another item that we really can order. So I will show you the process of the order. So let's say, let's open this item. I can see it here. I can also see this item here. Okay, this is this item. So I just open the order, and then I need to really check all the things that we say. This item go to RO. I think it's Romania. If you're not sure, you can go to view seller record. Yes, it's Romania. Okay, so I need to choose Romania in the country of destination to see the days and the cost of the shipping. Okay, so Romania, US dollars, save. And then I have few options. I can ship from China or United States or Russian Federation. Okay, so just go all over them and see which one is just better. I see that from United States cannot deliver to Romania. From Russian also cannot deliver. From China, it's okay. It's free shipping. And then I need to check which shipping methods I have. So I see that the only one which free is without tracking number not available, and 30 to 60 days. So if this item is cheap, which it is because it's less than $30, so it's okay for me, we can go with this. But if this item was more expensive, let's say 40 or 50 or $100 or more, so it's not good for me. I must have a valid tracking number. Okay, I must say available tracking number, and shipping day less, shipping estimate delivery time less than 45 days. Okay, also if the first option is not good and you see that the second option is good with shipping costs which still leave us a good profit, so it's okay. Of course, you can choose the second, the third, any shipping method that you see that it's good for us and still leave us with good profit, which is enough. So here with this, I will just go with the first. Again, I will check everything that everything is good. I can see the color is orange. Okay, so it's orange. It's not only enough that the image is the same. We really must check that the title is good and show us really the item, because we really can make mistakes with the item, with the title. And also check the size that we sell. Okay, if we have sizes, if we have colors, check everything. When you're 100% sure, then you can continue to order. Okay, so with this item, I'm sure. So what I want is to continue. For this, I just need to check my profit. So I see that I sold this for $34.49, and this cost include free shipping is $24.67. So I will just check here the profit that we have on this. Okay, I see almost $5 profit. It's good because less than $50, any profit is good for us. So it's good enough. And then I want to order this. So the first step is just to click buy now. Then we see this page. We need to edit the title. So I just edit the shipping address. So I just click on edit. And then on the sell record, I can just copy one by one. See that this is the same what you copy. So the buyer name, then the country is Romania. So go and choose Romania on the list. here it is. Then the street, city, state, zip code, phone number. Okay, check that everything is good, and again, check it a few times, because if we ship by mistake to wrong address, this is our mistake and we cannot do anything with this. So it's really important to ship to the correct address. If you're not sure about the address, you can ask the buyer. Okay, but it's really important to not ship to wrong address, to address that is not correct. A lot of times you will see not English letters, like you can see the A with 2 points above. So AliExpress will not accept this. You can just click replace the strange A with normal A or O or E. You will see it's really similar to English letters, but it's a little different with dots or points. Okay, so you will know what to replace. But if you don't know what to replace to, don't replace. Okay, don't do mistakes on this. The shipping address should be really the same address exactly as the buyer ordered on eBay. Then you just do save the address. You can check again that this is the same person, same address, same city, same country. Okay, everything is the same. The zip code really important. Phone number also important. And then when you show the address is okay, you also see that you choose the correct shipping method that you need, because when you choose this on the product page, you still need to check this also here on the order. So choose the correct shipping method that you want. Okay, see the amount of days, see the cost. Okay, you can see the total cost here. See that this is what you know, that this is what it should be. And here you can see also the total. And then it's really easy. You don't need to pay. Okay, we don't have like a card balance here. What you do is to other payment method. You mark this. Then you click on confirm and pay. And then on this page, you just close the page. Okay, I will open. You just close the page. What it does, then when you will go to the orders, you will see that this order is waiting for payment. And then I will go to the waiting payment orders and will just pay for all of them. So if you see that you did some mistake, or you think you did some mistake, or then after this you see this, you can also cancel the order. Okay, tell me, so I will know not so I will know to not pay for this order, and then you can just after it gets canceled, you can just order this again. So it's good thing that we don't just pay and forget about this. Okay, you can also after you place the order, you can edit this. Okay, before I pay. So the process is really easy. Just don't forget the cashback, and just what's really important is to check everything, to check that the item that we order, it's really the item, it's really to the correct address, that we don't do mistakes that is our fault, because then we cannot go back. So now I just want to go for a few more items with you to show you things that may happen maybe. So for example, let's open this item. So I see he paid 68. It should cost 50, but when I go inside, I can see it cost 55. And also the shipping is not good because it's 60 days and no available tracking number. And the next option is $55, which is really big loss. So I really cannot order this item. So what I can do, I can try to find this exact item on AliExpress. Maybe if I will go down for those items, maybe, or really down, you can find here also items that look the same. Let's say like this, or even this. Because on AliExpress, all the suppliers are from China. Every item you will probably find a few times, and you see it. I think it's really the same. Okay, but make sure that this is really the same item, because if it's not the exact real same item, same model, we have a big problem. Okay, so check it's the same item, and then you can just order the other item. You can send it to me for me to confirm that it's the same item at the beginning. Okay, and then let's say for this item, I can see free shipping with good enough 49. It's not 45, but it's good enough. Okay, and then this item I really can order. Oh no, because I don't have tracking number available. Okay, so we go and check for another one. Maybe this one is good for us. Also not good. You can also try to search this item on the search engine. So you can go to our item. Let's find this item here. Okay, here's the item. You can try to search this on the search engine. You can try to search the item also on Google by the description or by the title. You can also try to find on other sites. Let's try to find on Google maybe. On Vanguard, on Gearbest, on Amazon, on every site is good for us. Okay, if you see that you find this on other site, just send it to me and I will order this from other site. It's better to order from AliExpress or Vanguard because we know it's good to work with them. And then you just can see maybe you can find it here. Okay, if you don't find it, you can just remove maybe few words because the search engine of AliExpress it really doesn't work good. So okay, so now I can find only this item, which I already saw that is not good for us. Okay, but in the end, if we don't find, so we will cancel this. Okay, every cancellation, please tell me before you cancel. Okay, and really try because we don't want a lot of cancellations from China. But each item, just try to find anywhere you can. Okay, on Banggood, on AliExpress, on other sites, and most of the time you will find. But yes, we have also a lot of cancellations, so it's really okay. Okay, if you see that this item is cost $40, but you don't have shipping tracking number, but the date is fast. Okay, and you're not sure, just ask me the situation. I will know to tell you if it's okay to order or not. But those are the base rules. If we want to order an item or not, we can look for a few more examples. Let's say this item, for example. So just you need to just here we don't have so much. Let's say what is this item? Okay, so this item we need to ship this to here's the item we need to ship this to ES Estonia. If you're not sure about the country, always go inside and check. Okay, so for Estonia, I can see free shipping, 23 days, and available tracking number. So it's amazing. We can just continue if we have enough profit. Let's say $37, and here it's 58. Okay, so I don't need you to calculate every time because I can see clearly that 58 and 37 I have good profit. Okay, more than 7%. So then I can just go and order this with the same process. Buy now, enter the address, check everything, check the payment method, and then just close the window and see that this order is in the orders here. What I forgot to say that after you place an order, okay, let's say this order you placed it, I can see it here. So after you place the order, you need to do like we do in Amazon. You just need to go to the table of the orders BPC AliExpress or the other store, and like we did here, to do one item, the cost of this item is 34.49. Then on AliExpress, the cost of the item, wait, too many tabs. So on AliExpress, the cost of the item is 24.67. Okay, so we have profit, and then just mark this item as shipped. Okay, then after I will pay for those orders, I probably will just mark you this with some color or with bold, or we will think about something. Uh, and basically this is it. So just don't forget to put any order here to the calculation sheet. Don't forget to mark it as shipped, so you will not order this again by mistake, of course. If let's say you're not sure if you already ordered some item or not, so you can go, let's say this item, you are not sure if you order this or not. So you can open this on AliExpress, and then you can go to the orders and just search one of the words. So let's say Intel Core or just Intel. And then you can see that you order those items. You can go to the view details and see the person you send it to. So it's for Laurent Batz, which is the person that I can see here. Okay, Lawrence Batz. So I know that I sent this item for her. So let's say I forgot to mark shipped or to add to the table. So then you can do this. And this is basically this about the orders. So the second thing I want to speak with you about is what we do with the returns or the cases. So it also really goes the same as we have on Amazon, but much harder and with much less communication and help for us. So let's say we have some problem with some item. So first of all, we can search this item only by the product title. We cannot search the customer name or something like this, and it should be the exact thing on the title. So if I check Intel, so all the things with Intel will go here. But if I did by mistake Intel T, small mistake, it will find nothing. Okay, so it should be really the same item. And then let's say some buyer opened a case about item not received for this item. So what you can do, you can first of all see that the address is the same. Then you can stand on track order. You can see the tracking number. Okay, you can see what happened with this. If you will click on track order, you will see the sequence of the things where the item is right now. But you really cannot trust this site. What we trust is 17 track site. 17 track is our best friend for tracking numbers. He knows everything about tracking and is the most reliable. The problem with AliExpress that we cannot copy anything. You see, if I click here, I cannot copy. So what we do is just like this. And unfortunately, we just need to copy this tracking. So really LP00091882841, and then we click on track. And this site will tell us what really happens with this item. So, for example, this item, this tracking is not available and cannot be defined, identified. So it may happen for a few reasons. One can be that you didn't type the tracking correctly. So check this again. Other reason can be that it just didn't pass enough days, because today this shipped on January 13 and today is January 17. So only 4 days. It still needs few more days to be updated. So it's an option. So we still will update this tracking number. We still have time probably because it passed only 4 days. No one will open a case after 4 days, but it happens. It happened before. Just update the tracking number and keep looking for any reaction. Always speak with the customers. Anything that you see, speak with the customer. If you see the tracking number still didn't update it, tell this to the customer. Tell him that it will be updated soon. Ask him to ask us for help before we speak with eBay. Tell him we try to solve this with the customer. Okay, be much nicer and much more informative than with customers of Amazon, because really we really can do mistakes here. Let's try to go for another item with good tracking number, I hope. So let's go somewhere here. Okay, so let's say, let's go much back. Okay, so let's say this item, someone opened the case, item not received. Okay, so first of all, you can see unsuccessfully delivered here. Okay, why? We don't know, but we can update the tracking. We see delivery failed for some reason. Okay, maybe it's a problem of the customer. Again, we can check here on this side what happened with this tracking. If you take, okay, so we really can see that there is some problem. We can see that it's arrived to the origin country and item pre-advised. Okay, so we just need to say this to the customer. And if this is the problem of the seller, what we should do is just to communicate with the seller. Tell him, hi, I can see that the item did not deliver. I can see problem with the delivery. Please refund or please resend or anything that is good for us for this case. Of course, every case is different. How we can communicate with the buyer. So we can click here on contact seller. Here, of every message you see contact seller. And then just write him the problem. Tell him this isn't delivered, or the tracking number is not good, or any problem that you have. Okay, check that this is really a problem. And if he doesn't answer after 1 or maximum 2 days, you can see the answers here on the messages. Here, okay, you can see all the messages. So if he doesn't answer, you can open a dispute. Open a dispute, and then you just click here, open dispute. And then just, I want a refund or I want to return, and what is the reason and what happened. And here we put the maximum amount, so 24.67. Did you receive the item? No. If this is a return, so return, and then what is the reason? Okay, I will go slowly. So for refund, if the item didn't deliver, so did you receive the item? No. The amount, the reason, so just choose the reason. Most of the time it will be this one, okay, because there is problem with the tracking number. And then, or no tracking information if this is the case, or if like too much time passed and item still didn't deliver, so this will be this one. And then just write the problem and click submit. If a buyer wants to return, okay, so this is about cases. So now we'll go to returns. Returns are really not easy to do. It's really best to just not to do the return. So first of all, when buyer opens an official return, don't approve the return before you have something to give the buyer, some information or a label or maybe suggestion. Okay, because from the time we approved the return, we can do nothing. So if the mistake is of the buyer, that he ordered by mistake something or something wrong, so don't approve the return. Tell him this is your mistake. You need to pay for the label. Please choose the correct reason. And if this is really our problem, the seller's problem, the item arrived damaged or something like this, So we need to ask from the buyer for an image, okay, for an image of the damaged item, for an image of the problem, because when you do the return, so we need to choose, let's say, the damaged goods, and then the real problem. But then we also must upload an evidence, okay. We need to browse inside some image or a video that shows the real mistake of the supplier, and only then he will provide us a label. Without any evidence, we will not get any label. So if the buyer open a return because the item is damaged, or there is some problem with the item that is our mistake, the supplier's mistake, ask him to give us an image or a video. And those are the most common things. Of course, there are also a lot of other things, so just ask me for any other thing that you're not sure what to do with. But the most important is to not approve the return if you're not sure what you can do after, if you don't have a label to provide, or you don't have maybe sometime we will offer maybe partial refund to not do the return. It's also an option. And basically this is it. But anyway, anytime it's really important to speak with the seller before. It's much easier. Most of the time they answer really fast. And if we have no options, so we will open a dispute. So this is everything I think about AliExpress, about orders, about customer support. It's really the same as Amazon. All the processes are the same. Everything is the same. The only difference is that we need to be much more careful, and it's much harder to return or to get refunds from AliExpress or stuff like this. So we just need to be really careful with all the process. Thank you very much for listening.